Thanks for coming on down to the studio, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to play Make a Match, the show that allows Jewish people everywhere to learn the story of Passover and one lucky lady to meet the date of a lifetime. Our contestant this evening is the lovely Miss Shayna Gutman. Shayna is 17 years old and comes from Richmond, BC. Very warm welcome for Miss Shayna Gutman.
Thanks for inviting me, Dawn. It's a thrill.
I promise you, Shayna, the thrill is all ours. And now it's time to play Make a Match. But before we play, let's meet the boys. First, there's Shlomo, the wise son, Biff, the wicked son. Next, there's Tom, the simple son, and Ernie, the son who is so dull, he doesn't even know how to ask a question. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the four sons of a single family, yet so different from each other. All right, here's what we've all been waiting for. The right answer to this question will send one lucky brother on a night to remember. Shayna, what is that question?
Dawn, my question is this. What does the Passover Seder mean to you?
What a great question, Shayna. What does the Passover Seder mean to you? Now let's take a moment for the guys to mull it over a little before asking them to respond. Okay, time's up. Let's start with the wise son. Shlomo, what does the Passover Seder mean to you?
Well, Don, to me, the Passover Seder is a yearly reminder for God's great gifts to our people, but especially for freedom. I feel as if I were a slave for Pharaoh. I feel personally redeemed by God's saving might. It is as though I, myself, were there. So naturally, Don, I love the Seder. It gives me a chance to retell the story, to concentrate on the various rituals, and most of all, to fulfill the mitzvah of Hagaddah B'Vincha, to tell the story of the Exodus.
Well, Shlomo, that's just a fine answer. What a yangla, eh? Now for the bad son, Biff. What does the Passover Seder mean to you?
Well, to tell you the truth, it doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I mean, I wasn't in Egypt, so I wasn't saved from anything, and personally, I think it's all a lot of old wives' tales. I go to please the old man, but once I don't gotta go anymore, you're not going to be seeing me at any Seder tables. I mean, I think it's all quite a drag.
Well, I see. At least you're frank.
That's Biff.
Whatever. Now for you, Tom. Tom, the simple son, to you the same question. What does Passover mean to you?
It means it's Passover.
That's all?
Is there more?
No, no more, Tom. Just sit back, relax. You never know, that may be the right answer. And you, Ernie, you've had plenty of time to think about it. What does Passover mean to you? I asked you the question, what does Passover mean to you? Can't you answer me? Say something. We have ratings to think about.
I could answer you, but I don't feel like it. I never thought to ask anyone what Passover was all about. So I don't really have any idea. If I had been interested enough to ask, I would know, but I never was, so I haven't the faintest idea.
Well, thanks so much, boys. And now it's time for Shayna to make her decision. But first, I have to announce what the date will be. Shayna, you and the date of your choice will be guests of our show at My Mother's Seder. That's right, my mom, Mrs. Estelle Shapiro, has agreed to invite you and your date to participate in our Seder this Passover. And that's not all. you'll be driven to your dream evening before Yunta in my Uncle Max's cab, driven by my Uncle Max Leibkowitz himself. What do you think about that?
I'm flabbergasted, Dawn. Does your mom really want to invite us?
Sure she does, Shayna. She's my mom.
Well, Dawn, I think I have my decision. I think I'm gonna go for Biff.
Biff, that jerk?
Come on now, Dawn. He is the one who needs it the most. The others will make their own way, but Biff is someone who needs your mother's Seder table to bring him back to his people. I have a little feeling, Dawn, that when he hears the story of the Hagaddah, and when he tastes the matzah and drinks the wine, he will be a new man.
Well, I'm sorry, guys. Looks like you bit the bullet. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Shayna is going to go to the Seder with the wicked son. It only goes to prove that you can't figure women, and especially when, ladies and gentlemen, when they're out to make a match.